On this channel, we only give you updates that concerns Chelsea and Chelsea alone. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, but over here it's evening. Welcome to Updates TV, where we give you guys updates that concerns Chelsea and Chelsea alone. And if this is your first time of coming to this channel, do it to give us a like, a big subscription, and also follow our page on Facebook. Yes, our last video we said something about talking about the owners, and I said that when we come back, we are going to say something about that. For the past 2 days now, I've been the one trying to make one or two statements concerning these owners' issues. You understand? Because once the head is having issues, definitely it will affect every part of the body. So as it stands now, the head is having issues. The Chelsea head is having serious issues. The only thing we are praying is that it does not affect our team.
The team, yes. The results from the team.
You understand? It does not affect the team. But there are some things from the athletics. You understand? They are another reliable source online. According to the athletics, they say that 3 factors in particular have contributed to the fracturing of Chelsea owners. 1, a cultural difference in how Chelsea should operate. 2, decision to mutually part way Mauricio Pochettino. 3, lack of progress over stadium. Let's start with the first one. Cultural difference.
Well, first of all, I think people should know what's the problem between Eghbali and Eghbali is. You understand? Let's just put it in a layman way.
Yes.
So that break it down so that people can understand.
Yeah.
Now, if from understanding, I feel like Eghbali wants to have, in fact, the two sides
wants to have ownership.
Full ownership of the club.
Yeah.
It's funny because before something like this will happen, the two parties must have conceived that idea when they bought into the club, when they bought Chelsea in the first place.
Yeah.
So now the issue is who is willing to give in
his own share,
give up their share of the club.
Eghbali is not ready for that.
And Eghbali also is not ready. Mind you, Eghbali is the owner of, I think, is the CEO of Clear Lake Capitals or something like that. So in case you guys are seeing something over there, so that it doesn't confuse
you. And they have the highest shares.
And they have the highest shares at Chelsea. Now, before we go into the cultural way in which Chelsea operates, I think we should talk about how Eghbali is willing to operate Chelsea and how Eghbali is willing to operate Chelsea. You understand? So that before we talk about the cultural way in which Chelsea is operating.
Yeah.
For me, I from what I've read, I think Eghbali is this kind of two-man person. You know, when it comes to running Chelsea, is this kind of person that likes using 2 people instead of using 1 person. Just like Roman Abramovich. If you check Roman Abramovich's era, he was using 1 technical director, which is, I'll never forget this guy, Michael Emenalo. He's a Nigerian. And some other people that was working, technical directors like Marina, Peter Cech, and all of them.
They were just one.
There was just one person making those decisions. And though he was part and parcel of the club, it wasn't like he was around every day. Understand?
Yeah.
Now, Eghbali is saying that I want to follow, as the boy is like, I want to follow this the way Abramovich is doing, because that is what I understand. I'm saying what I understand from this whole thing. He wants to follow the path of Abramovich.
Yeah.
Not that he will be involved fully in everything that is going on, every decision. That is the reason why he put in those technical directors.
Yeah.
If I'm not there, take charge. Now, when it goes out of hand, when it comes to serious matters like sacking of coaches, he comes in just like Abramovich always do. You understand? So for me, I think if you are looking at maintaining that Abramovich legacy, and if Eghbali is willing to follow that path, for me, Eghbali should be that person. I'm just saying.
Okay.
It should be it should be the owner of Chelsea. As simple as that. Because Eghbali, I've always said that this two-man ownership will bring a problem to Chelsea.
It never works for Chelsea.
I said it before, even when these people bought this club, 2 months or 3 months after they bought the club, and I realized that, okay, people were putting out Eghbali as a ceremonial owner of Chelsea.
Yeah.
But then, and I later realized that 2 people owns the club. And I was like, are you sure it will work for the club? Then they now brought in 2 sporting directors again.
Stanley and Paul.
With Stanley and Paul. And all these things now, it makes decision making harder. Because by the time you want to make a major decision in the club, you have to now invite this one will now say, okay, talk your own. Fine, it's a normal thing. Everybody must add their own views.
Yeah.
But then making the final decision is where the problem is. Because by the time Eghbali says, no, I think this should be done this way, everybody will say, no, we don't want it to be done that way.
We want it to be done.
And because of that, now decision making will now be on hold. That brings me to Victor Osimhen's deal again. Could it be the reason why Victor Osimhen's deal was not ironed out fast enough? Because under Abramovich, this kind of thing wouldn't have been a problem.
Yeah.
If Abramovich says he's not going to do it, everybody goes back. Everybody, owner don't decide. Everybody go and do your job.
Yeah.
If he wants it, he goes for it.
Exactly.
So now these 2 decision-making problems, I think, is one of the biggest issues now that is going on at Chelsea. And this is the cause of the whole issue. So the cultural way Chelsea operates, I feel like Eghbali is trying to follow Abramovich's legacy and path, which is okay for me, which has worked for Chelsea. Let us go into the other things as an issue.
Decision to mutually part way Mauricio Pochettino. I feel Eghbali never wanted Pochettino to leave. It was based on the drastic action of Eghbali.
Now, this one is going to divide Chelsea fans into 2. Although some people will always have
something to say.
Yes, you can. Your views or your thoughts about something can change. As time goes on.
Exactly.
You understand? We all saw it last season. Pochettino, yes, didn't get it right with Chelsea at the beginning of the season, but at the end, he was, integrating with the team. He knew how to use the team very well. And common sense, we just have it that, okay, Eghbali will say, okay, hence, this coach has gotten it at the end of the season. Why don't we give him another run? Give him another spell. Let's see. Just like we kept saying.
We gave him a 2 years contract.
Yes, that is why you gave him a 2 years contract. And it's not like it's long enough. I was not saying, we kept saying that day, you said, why not just give him maybe 10 games to play? And then if it doesn't work out, then we see what we can do. We push him out. I think that was the same approach. I'm not supporting Eghbali before people will say, I'm just trying to, because of what I understand from what we have been reading
so far.
I'm just explaining everything. I'm just ironing out
because
and putting my own views.
Your view can be different from his own view.
Yes.
You understand? I get it. Just like mine, I said I'm not supporting the both of them. Because the both of them put this club in a mess. This mess that we are in right now, they put the club in that mess.
Come on. So for me, concerning the area of sacking Pochettino, I didn't support at first. We were not happy at first. I remember when we posted the video out there and we were expressing our dissatisfaction
that they should
pass away. Allowed Pochettino to stay and give him one more season instead of starting from.
The thing is that he has a 2 years contract. He has just finished 1 year.
Yeah,
they would have just allowed the second year.
And Eghbali was against. He was the person that supported the sacking.
Yes, I
feel Pochettino.
You know that he has the highest shares, so it seems like most of the top stakeholders are at his back and everything. It seems like his own decision has more weight. It's not that Eghbali does not have decision to take, but his own has more weight. That is why those are all those reasons. That's why Eghbali feels like this club should be run on a one man level.
That is how it's
Real Madrid is not Perez.
Florentino Perez is the person that is the president.
It does not mean that people that bought shares are not there. You still have some shareholders that are there. But Perez, based on the Oga Pata, his word is final. If you say one is one, one is one.
And that is how it's supposed to be. If not, decision making will be delayed in a club. Now, forget about Pochettino himself now. Whether or not to sack Pochettino, now Maresca is here. Let's assume Maresca doesn't do well or doesn't give us the results we're expecting.
I've already said it. I'm not trying to put more heat on the coach. I'm not trying to hit on the coach right now. I've said it that Pochettino ended the season with Chelsea 6th position.
Yeah.
Beating this person, the likes of Tuchel, Potter, Lampard, Southall score rates that ended us 12th position the first season.
Yeah.
Now it's left for Maresca to beat
Pochettino's
record. If you want to say that okay, there's progression in this area.
And the funny thing is that Maresca coming in has made Chelsea to start from the beginning. It just looked like we're starting from the beginning again.
Yeah, yes.
Building again. And I said something, I said, fine, now you've started something from the beginning. What if that thing doesn't work out? Just like, Pochettino starting from the beginning with all his style of play, it didn't work out. And then at the end, at least, let's just say maybe Maresca takes Chelsea to 5th position or 6th position. Is it good to say that we should sack Maresca after that? Because when you sack Maresca and you bring in a new coach,
a new ideology
will come in, and you have to now wait again for the players to build up and adapt to that change. There is no point in doing that. There is no point.
All right. Thirdly, stadium. Lack of progress over the stadium. I remember very well, Todd Bodley was one man that was always talking about renovating Stamford Bridge, even to the point they have to buy a building that is closer to Stamford Bridge so that they can expand the structure of the stadium to at least, if I'm not mistaken, Stamford Bridge is about 40,000 capacity, yes. And Liverpool and Tottenham Stadium is about 80,000 or 60. Up to 80,000 capacity, if I'm not mistaken. You see the difference, very big. If they are to sell tickets, they sell more tickets than Chelsea. They make more money in ticket sales than Chelsea.
And Chelsea is a bigger club.
Yes, you understand. So this Todd Bodley wanted to expand the stadium, because it was one thing he keeps saying it, stadium, that the stadium is too small, this one, that okay, instead they should buy a new place, build it. But on a long run, last season, his case starts dying down. And I feel Todd Bodley have raised the issue of that, we are not, this stuff is not, we are not progressing in this stadium side. What is happening? You understand? It feels like, for me, with the whole thing that I've read so far, it feels like Eghbali, they feel more relaxed
about the stadium.
Their own is just buy player, sell them, just make money, just make the small money we can.
So in other words, Todd Bodley is more like the fan of Chelsea.
He's a fan of
Eghbali is just mainly for business.
Todd Bodley is a Chelsea fan. Yes, he said it. He's a Chelsea fan. When Roman was here, he normally comes to watch Chelsea match. I'm not trying to say that you people can start fanning Todd Bodley. Me, I'm not a fan of any of them, but I'm just telling you based on what I know.
Yes.
You understand? So that stadium side too.
The truth about the matter is that we need an owner or a owner. How would they put it?
We need a owner.
We need somebody that loves the club. First of all, that wants to see the club do well before you think about your business. Yes, everybody's a business.
It's not about spending money. You can be spending money, yet what are you spending?
Those guys, see, it just looks like it looks as though Eghbali is spending money to get more money back. You understand? So the reason why he's pumping money inside the project is for him to get his returns back, which is a normal thing. But we as fans, we are happy, we derive joy from seeing Chelsea progress or happy results.
Even though you pump money in a club because you want to get money back. And let me remind you, if you pump money in a club that is not doing well, it's not in any European competition, it's not standing out, do you think you get the right investors that will come in to do the needful with that club? That will invest in that club? Up till now, Chelsea doesn't have a front of shirt sponsor. Infinite Athletics that was sponsoring Chelsea last season, do you know why they back out? Because, let me just use this intonation that, why they backed out because of fine. Chelsea was demanding much. You are demanding much from people that they see you like a mid-table
club. You're not even in the Champions League.
You're not even in the Champions League. You're not competing high.
So how do they get their own returns? Because they're paying Chelsea actually.
Yes, now
for Chelsea to put them there.
Yes.
So how do they get their own returns? Because they have to calculate
everything. He has to be a win-win for both parties.
So I don't know. For me, from all these things we've just been saying now, for me, I think Todd Bodley should be the person. If there will be a better owner, I wouldn't like it, sir, because I don't even the two of them. they really wrecked the club when they came
No,
in.
they wrecked the club.
They felt
Because the first day
Mm.
they signed the club, Eghbali was not
it was the
sporting. He
ceremonial.
was the sporting director. He was the transfer journalist.
Mm.
He was everything. Now they go drive the plane, go carry the players, and come back.
I think it's just because people were putting his name out. They had to push one person
Yes.
out there. But it was better when we saw that Eghbali
was one man
that was also driving and doing things. But they just needed a ceremonial name out there, which was the
and it's looking like Eghbali won that ceremonial thing too. When then if you say him to India involved.
See, the truth is that do we care as fans? Do we really care who is answering the name owner? We just want somebody that has the fans at heart.
True.
That wants the result of the club. That has the fans at heart.
True.
It's crazy. It's crazy what we are seeing today.
True.
It's crazy because all you want to do just to make money. Then what about the fans? What about the results?
But football is business, yeah.
It's actually business, but then you have to also win. Make your fans happy, because if your fans are not happy, how do you even make your returns, your profits? Your fans need to also be happy. And for your fans to be happy, they have to see that the club is doing well. Some of the players might not even be happy with the operations at the club.
Yes.
Our legends have been saying that. Look at Drogba said, I don't recognize my club anymore. Because they are the people that know how this thing works. Under Roman, some kind of things not supposed to happen. Under Roman, you won't take some kind of shit that is happening at Chelsea now. But it's crazy what we are seeing. So we just need somebody that loves the club, like Roman did. Loves the club and is ready to do anything for the club to win.
We are not stopping you from
making your profit. Or that one said not concern us.
Just like the ideology they have for the female team. See, look at the progression in the female side. It does not stop them from making profit from that angle.
As a matter of fact, when you are even getting results, that's when you make more profit, isn't it?
You attract investors.
You attract more investors to the club. You attract more sponsors. Somebody was saying something. I spoke about that to you. Somebody was saying that, see, football as a whole, as in general, wants Chelsea to do well. Because that's how they generate their own funds. Because one of the things that Chelsea has is influence.
Yes, Chelsea has a very
all over the world. Go anywhere in the world, you will see somebody putting on this shirt, this Chelsea shirt. Even in a country where football or soccer is not predominant as a sport there, you will see somebody wearing this Chelsea shirt.
True.
So what are we not saying? Football wants Chelsea to do well. That is how they generate. If Chelsea is in the Champions League, do you know how much FIFA as a whole or UEFA is generating?
Let's just watch.
It's crazy
how this will end out between Eghbali and Eghbali. Thank you very much. My name is Peters.
And my name is Big Dave.